Hi, everyone. My name is Orrin Clark, and I'm running for president in an effort to help we the people take back control of our government and fix it. I was born in 1961 in New York City. After graduating from high school in '79, I enrolled at the University of Virginia, America's first, created by Thomas Jefferson. I loved it, but unfortunately a sudden, serious health problem forced me to leave after my second year. Back in New York, from '81 to '82, I worked at Rolling Stone as a rock critic. Then, finally feeling some control over my medical problems, I enrolled at Columbia University, where the logician strengths I had discovered in high school matured into a magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa degree in computer science. I spent the next 10 years architecting computer systems at IBM, Bell Labs, and several startups in New York, Illinois, and California. Then, in '95, more health problems forced an end to my career. And so, soon officially disabled, my son newly born, I returned to New York to pursue design and writing in the pretty hinterlands of Rhinebeck. 3 years later, my daughter arrived, and I settled here permanently. At that time, I was nominally a liberal Democrat, but severely disillusioned by the obvious failings of both parties. That same year, Windows 95 came out, and with it, Internet Explorer, and I suddenly realized that we finally had a means to put government back in the hands of the people. I wrote the general idea into a screenplay back then, and gradually, over the ensuing years, thought it through. I ended up naming it Quorum E-Democracy, QED, an online network of citizens where a quorum of members are required to debate any issue, ultimately generating a voting slate of choices for the whole network to choose from. When social networks emerged, I joined Facebook, bringing a late great friend of mine with me, who immediately started a group of mostly libertarians, among whom were some serious political scholars who pushed me to read up on economics, political theory, monetary history, etc. And so I did, and it was effective. I became a libertarian. But one commonly accepted implication of libertarianism is anarchism, no government, something I wasn't comfortable with. Relying solely on profit-driven private agencies for the management of essential securities like defense and healthcare didn't feel right to me. Then, one day, I figured out that libertarian theory allowed for government-structured agencies. That gave QED the theoretical foundation I needed. For a while, I called myself a libertarian collectivist. But then I realized that Jefferson had already beaten me to the punch in the Declaration of Independence, which defined libertarian collectivism perfectly. So I became a Declarationist, and am now running for president as one. I will go into more detail in the next video, but for my candidacy, this is the most important line: that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it.